Yeah, calm.
Where's Dapo? Where's Dapo on Footballist?
Footballist has got the link. Everyone's got the link.
Is there? Can I send this to people to watch or not?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah. Just the YouTube link, innit?
Can you send me that YouTube link, please?
One sec, I'll send it to you.
Alright, cool.
Of course, so the link you got and the YouTube link.
What am I seeing? Backstick Isolation. Oh man, I'm seeing Backstick Isolation.
Yeah. One sec, let me get this YouTube link right now. Oh, sugar. Copy that. I'm gonna
Yeah, I got it.
I'm gonna WhatsApp it to sport. All right.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Is that the right link? You saw, yeah?
Right, wow. You man, give me 5 minutes. I'll see you in a second.
Okay. Daps, yo, can you hear us, bro?
No.
Yo.
No, you can't hear us.
I can't hear you.
You're such a liar.
I don't understand what's going on.
Never why.
Daps, can you? Is he joking? I don't know if we're taking him seriously or not.
Yo.
You're so annoying. Stop it.
Alright, guys. I don't know if we get into it now, but a bit off topic. I want to talk about this thing right here. Can you guys see it on the screen?
Yo.
Yeah.
Daps, can you hear us or not?
No, I can hear you.
You know what, Daps? You've changed. Yeah, you made your comeback from this hammy injury, and you've.
What you saying, bro?
Nah, I'm good. How are you?
Hey, forget all the pleasantries, guys. We're not here to greet each other, okay? we've got a lot of things to go through.
Yeah.
How long do you need me for? Because I'm cooking, bro.
An hour and a half, max. Or even less. You can come and go as you please.
Oh, yeah. Good. I'm going to be doing that. When are we starting?
We're live now.
That's what everyone telling me.
Oh, good. What's going on, bro?
Not much, bro. Not much. Society. How you guys doing?
Lovely. Thank you for coming on board. All right. Are you guys ready to go?
Ready.
Okay, YouTubers. Welcome to the Armchair Gaffers Christmas Eve stream. We know everyone's at home, so we thought, why not? Let's hit you with some top class content that we do. Going clockwise, we've got Meds. Say hello, Meds.
What's happening, everyone? You all right?
Lovely. And the bottom right, we've got CEO Daps, Oluwa Daps. Say what on.
I mean, there's no Oluwa at the beginning of my name, but we're good. What is this live or?
It's live.
No, I mean, so you're not gonna edit this later on. We're actually streaming live.
We're streaming live.
Oh, swear. Oh, what's good, everyone? Are you sure?
100% sure, mate. We've got people watching, and I've got a red thing that says live on my screen.
Oh, sugar. I see the comments. Yes. Oh, raw. What's going on, peeps?
That's from the Counterattack podcast. If you haven't seen it, what are you doing? Because it's probably the second or first best podcast out there.
Top two. And probably number two. You guys are number one.
Well, I was thinking about the Peter Crouch podcast, but if you think we're good, then I'll take that. And bottom left, we've got Mr. Footballist. Say hello, Mr. Footballist.
Yes, people. What's going on?
If you guys aren't aware, Mr. Footballist or the Footballist FC, probably the number one go-to place for everything football related on Instagram. If you don't follow him, do you live in a cave? What is going on here? All right, you guys need to get involved.
Love.
As you guys can see, let's get straight into it. Scorcher will be back in about 5 or 10 minutes. We're having some technical issues. A bit out of the blue here, I want to talk about Thomas Tuchel real quick. Woke up this morning, saw he was fired. What are your thoughts? Daps?
I feel like it was coming, to be honest. I feel like it was definitely coming, but I'm surprised at the timing. I feel like they've had better, quote unquote, better opportunities to do it where they haven't been doing well. But I was surprised by it. But I was surprised by the time, but I'm not surprised by the sacking. So
you are aware that last night they won 4-0 against Strasbourg.
I hear that, but exactly that. So timing wise, I don't know what's happened. I think from when I'm hearing that they've already got their next manager, I think they secured someone that they really wanted and who was available now, and they were just like, look, let's just get rid of him. And
okay, we'll get to the next manager in a minute. I need some analysis, so I'm going to go to Meds. All right, can you tell us what's going wrong at PSG?
I think it's becoming stale, you know. I think that's the main thing. I don't think, you know, when you're at a big club where they're pumping so much money in, he's not really bringing that excitement. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're winning games or whatnot. In the past, they've got to like finals or whatnot, but it's not, apart from Mbappe and Neymar, that team ain't really got nothing exciting. When teams come across them, I don't think anyone's scared of PSG. And I think the owners want to be feared. They got the money. They want to be a club that is feared. And he's not. I don't think he done that. Whatever success they got, I don't think they were a feared football club. And I think that's the next level for them is when you come across them, when you come across Man City or your Barcelona, you feared them clubs. You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
Anyone respects PSG, I'll be honest. I think, like, obviously, apart from Mbappe and Neymar, teams are scared, but they know they can get got at. So I think that's what it's for them. It could be a club that's feared throughout the team.
Okay, cool. At Armchair Gaffers, it's my job to watch the French league. So I watch them in depth. And like you said, apart from Mbappe and Neymar, and the goalkeeper, they're a bunch of jokers.
There you go.
They're a bunch of jokers. Yeah. No tactics, no organisation. A bit like this stream, just vibes.
Yeah. But you can do that in the French league.
Well, we're going to get onto the leagues later on, because later on I want to know what you guys think is the best league in the world, but that's for later on down the line. Footballist, what's your view? Should he have stayed? Or should he go? What do you think?
No, like I thought he should have gone obviously a while ago. Obviously, it's harsh to say because they did get to the first Champions League final, but he's always kind of felt as if he's kind of like a bit of a kind of second-tier manager. Obviously not second-tier in leagues, but it's like he would not be the top of the top that kind of PSG need right now if they're to really like complete this project. Because I look at the players that he managed to get the best out of some of the attackers like Mbappe and Neymar. He's always done that at places like Dortmund with Aubameyang and stuff like that. But it's just like you need the whole package to really kind of get to that next level, and that's really. So like I look at it right now and I think, although I personally wouldn't like him at Arsenal, that's kind of his level. I don't really feel like Tuchel was the man, but that's kind of his level.
Is his level? Is that what you're saying?
Nah, not 15th, obviously, but like, you know, kind of that Europa League standard. Obviously, we're underperforming.
Cool, no problems. All right. So next question. It's been touted by none other than Fabrizio Romano himself that next man in is going to be Poch. Is that the right fit for him, Daps?
For him, only he's probably just itching to get back into football, to be honest. And you know what? I'm not mad at that for him because it's a team that he could potentially go on and win the Champions League with, which is where he wants to be competing. I'm not saying PSG are ready for Champions League right now, but I believe that's the level in which he wants. And you know, I think when you look at the teams he's been at before, so Tottenham's there, and then he was touted as being next Man United manager, as they are now. I think PSG is probably the best option he had. Well, not he had, but out of the ones we're talking about, PSG is his best option, and I'm happy with that because I truly believe he can get them in the next year or two. He can get them really competing at a high level.
Well, having said that, before we continue, what am I looking for? This one right here on the screen. So if PSG, from Nicholas Barow, if PSG couldn't win the Champions League with Zlatan and Cavani or Neymar and Mbappe, then they'll never win. No group of top tier players will want to go there. Meds, what do you say about that?
I get what he's trying to say, you know, if like they can't win it with them players. But like I said, they've only ever been a 2 or 3 man team. You can't win win anything with 2 or 3 man. So yeah, I get what you're saying. No top tier players want to go there. But just going back to what Daps was saying, and you said like Poch is gonna go there. Are you saying he's gonna go there with the current team or adding signings?
No. That's why I said another year or two with the current team. With the current team, I don't think he's doing anything with them, to be honest.
You know what I'll say? This could be a make or break for Poch, this move, because he's been talking about, or people have been talking about, he never got the money at Spurs, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Now it could be his make or break, because if he gets the money and he don't do nothing, then he's done. Like he's done.
At the same time as well, with what he's done at Southampton, with what he's done at Tottenham, he didn't inherit like teams that had world-class players, and he still got to play in a way. So I do believe he'll get them. I believe he'll get them competing properly, but in order to get them to that next level, I think he definitely needs signings, 100%.
Yeah, 100% needs signings. But they said at Spurs he didn't have the money and all of that. Obviously, I'm a big fan or whatever. Me personally, I don't think it was the money that was the issue. I just think what top tier player wants to go and play for Poch?
Dele Alli, as George is pointing out.
No. I'm saying when he was at Spurs, talk about the best players who wanted to go and play for Poch. You got to remember, he's won nothing. If you're an Mbappe or Neymar, whoever you are you going to go and play for Poch that has won nothing?
I hear that, and we're seeing that now with the fact that Mourinho's gone there, and suddenly they're able to get Bale back.
Thank you. This is my point. You got to understand, big players want to play for big managers. They're not just going to play. Look at like the guy at Everton, Ancelotti. He goes to Everton. He's bringing Haaland. He's bringing, Rodriguez. Like it doesn't matter how much money you got. Big players that want to win things are going to go to successful managers. So it'll be interesting to see if players are going to go to PSG and that big players we're talking about that can win them stuff, if they're going to go or not. Because if they don't, it could be I think it's a make or break for Poch now. This is a make or break. Because depending on how much money you've got, if you haven't won anything, like why would I won't even be surprised if Neymar and Mbappe leave when he comes in. That's how mad it is.
Well, I have seen in the tabloids today that Mbappe's supposed move to Real has been made more complicated now. Now that Thomas Tuchel's gone, so
why has it become more complicated? Because Tuchel's gone.
Something with the new manager is going to insist on him staying and so forth and so forth.
Pochettino just needs to shut his dirty mouth and just be happy to be in Paris, because you're not that guy. You're not. Let's just put everything where it needs to be. Hello, everybody. I'm here. It's Big Dog. Look, it's me. But yeah, let's put it all in perspective. Pochettino's the same geezer that couldn't get Paulo Dybala over the line. So who are you to talk about the most prized assets in world football? No. What you will do first of all is you will educate Jesse's favorite player in the world.
No, there's no saving him. Saving him.
He's gonna educate him on how to play the beautiful game. Danilo Pereira, you're a fortunate man. You're a fortunate man.
Nah, Danilo Pereira has got no hope. I personally think he's the reason why Thomas Tuchel's been sacked.
Can I ask another question? Sorry. Like footballists, I want to know what you hold on. I want to know what you think. I want to know what you think about Kimpembe, because I think he's absolutely bog. But he happens to be French, and he happens to be French, and he happens to have come through the academy. So it's like, yeah, cool, we'll keep him. He helps the homegrown quota. That's how I feel about him.
No, I think he's not really the level up that people are putting him at this year. But in the same way, I feel like he's a bit underrated. Like in that Champions League run last year, I think he was one of the better defenders for PSG. He's been one of the more consistent figures in that side. But I don't think he's like, you can't really, I don't know. I don't think he's the top defenders.
Like,
he's not world class. He's not world class.
Do you know how I look at it, yeah? I think to myself, if Kimpembe never came through, at PSG, is there any chance whatsoever they'd buy him?
No, I don't think so. Definitely not.
Kind of tells a story.
Bro, no one is
don't
buying.
Yeah,
No,
never. Because they've ever been able to sell him to anyone. No one's been chasing him like. So I don't feel like PSG probably would have been buying him if that was the case.
Lovely. All right, cool, guys. That Thomas Tuchel topic was a little bit wasn't really planned. It's only because it happened this morning. I thought we should talk on it. What I wanted to talk about mainly was the pending transfer window. It's we've got, I think, 2 more fixtures left in the league before the window opens. So what I want to know is where is it? Transfer business. Who needs who? So starting from the top of the league with Liverpool, one player that could come in and really show up their title push, and that question is posed to Oluwa counter-attack. I can't hear you.
Oh, sugar, sir. Well, when I'm not talking, I'm just muting myself. Sorry. Yeah, who needs who? What, for my team or just in general?
In fact, for Arsenal, go on.
Oh, we need a whole
Yeah,
new,
well,
One player.
Yeah. We need everybody. We need everyone in that team. We need a right back. We need another centre back. We need centre midfielders. We need wingers. Arsenal need everything. I think right now though, I think we need to focus on that creative player, number one. I think that should be our. I think the creative player. Huh?
No, you're not bringing Ozil back.
Should be.
I want them to bring Ozil back, but I don't think he's coming back. Do you get what I'm saying? And
Why do you think he's not coming back? Because of him or the manager?
It's the board.
You're Muslims.
I don't think it's the manager because I've heard Arteta say things where I could see it's not his fault, and I personally, up until like last week or so, I was thinking that come January they're gonna reintroduce him. I was really thinking that, but now I'm just like, you know what? They're just too stubborn. I don't think they're gonna do it. Do you know what I mean? And I'm hearing talks of Buendia, and it's crazy to me that you will happily bring in Buendia when you have an Ozil there. Do you get what I'm saying? Like that's how mad it is. And you know what? The other day, yeah. Sorry to quickly go off the thing. Emil Smith Rowe came on against City, yeah, and within 2-3 minutes, he's done a little through ball for one striker. I've forgotten who it was, and it just goes to show if we have someone who is creative in our team, we can actually do something. Bruh, every time the ball went forward with El Neni or whatever, it was just a back pass. We'll just bring it back. We don't have any players who can actually pass the ball forward properly. Do you get what I'm saying?
Do you know what? I wanted to know your opinion on a player, yeah. I saw, like, I haven't really seen Willock do anything that I care about, yeah. But there was a little bit in the game you played the other day, yeah. And he did like a through ball. It was like a night, like he picked up the ball somewhere like maybe halfway in his half, but it was like a quick counter, yeah. He played a pass, and I was like, I wonder if it was a cold, like he split the defense kind of thing. It made me think to myself, bro, is it a case of maybe Willock's playing that position? Or am I just...
No. Any position you put him in,
Thank you.
you're going to get that guy that runs. Like he can run. But we tried him in a number 10, and I think people can see just how terrible he is in that number 10. There was like, I think it was the Leeds match. We played him in the number 10.
Hey! This is not an Arsenal chat. Let's move on. Okay, we're not going to bore our subscribers and watchers with all this Arsenal talk. Jesus Christ!
Bro, I thought this was some sort of dictatorship, bro. You're moving like Saddam, bro.
It's a dictatorship.
I go with that.
I mean, no. I thought it was a diplomatic thing. You're moving like Saddam.
I was kidding. Sorry.
No, I'm joking. Go on. Obviously,
that's all it is.
Obviously, I know you don't like to talk about your team as well.
No, I'll be honest, guys. Yeah, I'm tired of hiding it. I'm an Arsenal fan. Yeah, I'm tired of hiding it, and I get sick of hearing about Arsenal. I'm done with Arsenal. I support Arsenal. I live in Millwall territory. If one of my teams are losing, one of my teams are racist. Yeah, I'm stuck between a wall and a hard place. What can I do? What can I do? I'm just sick of all.
A man said,
You've got it
I
tough.
support Arsenal, and my
Mate,
local team is
I can't
Millwall.
right now.
That my local team is racist, and my other shit.
I'm gonna go on to Meds next. Looking at the table, second place, we have Leicester. Okay. What do Leicester need if they're gonna make a real conceited push for the title, or have they got any hope at all?
Nah, I don't think they got hope for the title, man. I don't think. Maybe if like through good form or other teams playing bad, but I don't think they're going to win the title. Like I was saying, I was speaking to someone about. I think it might be New Scorch. We were saying about Leicester. They're just a nice team.
Nice.
You know, they are what Spurs used to be in terms of like no one's scared of Leicester. Like you obviously they've got a bit of quality or whatnot, but they ain't really got man that can, you know, the whole team. They're not like they can't just grind out a result. They've got loads of nice players that play good football, and on their day they can beat anyone. But I don't think they got any hope of winning the title. But like especially like their backline ain't the greatest. Like they can play football and all that. But I firmly believe if you're gonna win a title, you need a solid back four. Your back four, your two centre halves gotta be solid. They've got to be outstanding. And I don't think they've got that.
Okay, cool. If United win their game in hand, they will be second in the league. What are their chances of winning the league, and who one player they could sign to show it up? And that's to you, footballist.
You know, with United, you can't really say anything. You can't really rule them out of anything because they're just one jammy team. Like they'll find a way to just do something where you just don't expect it. So I don't want to rule them out of the title or something like that because, as you said, if they win their game in hand, they're literally 2 points behind Liverpool. It takes one jammy win against Liverpool or something like that, and then somehow they find a way top of the table. But if we're gonna go on what previous history, yeah, I don't really see them winning the title and all that. But they're just jammy, so a part of me just doesn't want to rule them out of anything really. But yeah, that's it.
With United, it's crazy because nobody knows how they got to where they are in the league.
They done it so quietly as well.
When I tell you nobody, none of the staff, none of the fans, the manager doesn't know, Boris Johnson don't know. It's a mystery. Like there's going to be an inquest into how they got to be pushing for first place in the league. Cool. Next team we're going to look at Chelsea. I mean, to be honest, it feels a bit weird saying who do Chelsea need since they spent how many hundreds of millions in the summer but scorched. What do Chelsea need to just shore up this league if they're really going to make a push?
New manager.
Max Allegri. Hello? I can't hear.
Yeah, we're waiting for you to
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we heard Allegri.
Max Allegri. They need Arsenal. Chelsea. Bro, this is mad. Can you not hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Scorcher's gone. Let me ask you the same question. What do Chelsea need to really shore up this title push, even though they signed everyone in the summertime?
I don't think they can win this title.
No?
I think for them to win this title, they need a new manager. I don't think it's a question of personnel. I don't think it's a question of getting people in or whatever. Like no, they need a new manager. And as long as Lampard's there in this current state, in this current form he's in, I don't think he's gonna. I don't think they can win the league. I think they'll be there and thereabouts, top 4 and whatever. But I'm ruling them out of actually winning.
What is Lampard's problem?
I just don't think he's got the experience at this level needed to get the team playing at the level needed to win the league. Like it's so bad, yeah. As bad as Arsenal are, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a point against this Chelsea team, and I can't see where our next point is coming from. That says a lot about this Chelsea team. Do you know what I mean? I think. Okay, look, there it is. That comment there. He isn't getting the best out of the squad. 100%.
George, CFC George is an avid Chelsea fan, so anything he says is from a Chelsea perspective, and everyone knows Chelsea fans don't know what they're talking about. Okay, so let's take that with a pinch of salt. Sorry, George, nothing personal, mate. But you guys,
yeah, but I don't think there's been a couple games this season. One being the Tottenham game, where Tottenham sat back and literally was just like, okay, show us what you got. And Lampard did not have any sort of like answers for that. Do you get what I'm saying? And you know, I've seen that. Was it West Brom? In the early stages of the West Brom game.
Was that 3-3? Yeah.
Yeah, and then there was another game. Was it last week? Did they lose last week?
There was 2.5.
Yeah, so like I just don't think like that comment's actually right. He's not getting the best out of the squad. I don't think he can get them playing in a way where they can match like the Liverpools. And at the end of the day, if you're going to win the league, you have to match the early pace setters like Liverpool. And I don't think they can reach that level yet with him.
Cool. We'll leave that there. But before we go, we're going to go around and see what everyone thinks the table's going to look like. 1, 2, and 3 Meds. You're 1, 2, and 3 in the league this season. In fact, top 4. Keep it traditional.
I'm gonna go Liverpool, City, United, Spurs.
Liverpool, City, United, Spurs.
Yeah.
Footballist.
Yeah, I say therefore Liverpool are going to win the title because obviously the injuries are coming back now. They're getting into the groove and they're really top of the table right now. So Liverpool are top. I'd say United will find a way to finish second. Whether I feel like they're good enough to be second or not, they will find a way. I say City third because now they've got Ruben Dias there. They're looking more short at the back, which is being their issue coming in. I'm pretty sure if they had Ruben Dias at the beginning of the season, they'd probably be much higher. But getting Stones are looking solid. So I say City third. It's that fourth spot. It's bouncing between Everton, Chelsea, and Tottenham.
Everton.
I'm going to go for I'd say Everton definitely shout, yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'd probably say Tottenham because Mourinho, I feel like he's got enough experience to find his way out of this type of stuff. So yeah, Liverpool, United, Spurs, Tottenham. That's my top.
Spurs, Tottenham.
Yeah.
And that, what are your top 4 predictions?
Liverpool, City, United, Chelsea.
Lovely. All right, cool. Thank you, guys. We'll leave the Premier League talk there for now. The next topic I want to talk about is the Golden Boys. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk recently saying that Erling Haaland is better than Kylian Mbappe. If my stats are right, they both won the Golden Boy award. So I'm going to go through the last 10 Golden Boys, and I want you to tell me if you think they're a failure or a success. All right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2011 Golden Boy, Mario Götze. Was he a failure or was he a success? Anybody?
Failed, but it's not in his hands really. Injuries and that.
Didn't he win the World Cup?
He scored the winning goal in the World Cup 2004.
To me, he's completed football.
He completed football.
He's completed football. You scored the winning goal to win your team the World Cup. Like, what more can you do?
Well, Iniesta done it and carried on going.
Yeah, I guess so, but that's a one-off thing for anyone's ever gonna do for their country.
He's now I think he's 28 years old and he just signed for PSV in the Dutch Eredivisie.
Yeah, he's done.
Finished, yeah. So he's a flop, yeah.
But I bet you in his head he thinks he's completed football.
Yeah, probably does think that. 2012, Isco. What do you think of his career? Failure or success?
In the middle.
Yeah.
There's no middle. We don't play the fence here on Armchair Gaffers.
It would be a flop for what he was expected to become.
Yeah?
Yeah. He's been a bit stale at Real Madrid in the last couple of years.
Okay.
But he had his good moments, obviously, but if we're talking about what we expected him.
One of the earlier comments in this chat said that Arsenal should sign Isco. So he's a flop, but he's good enough for Arsenal. What does that say about Arsenal?
No, Arsenal should have signed him years ago. He was the ready-made replacement for Santi Cazorla all day long.
What's funny, yeah, is that I believe not to go back on Arsenal. That's their biggest mistake. They didn't replace Cazorla. First mistake was not replacing Patrick. Second one was not replacing Cazorla. But this isn't about Arsenal today.
They replaced him with Xhaka. Like, I remember that, man.
Okay, cool. So Isco is a flop, yeah? 2013 Golden Boy was PP6. Paul Pogba. Now, he's a player that divides opinion. Everyone knows he's got the talent. He knows he's got the ability. Golden Boy, he's won the World Cup as well. So, in essence, he has also completed football. Is he a failure or is he a success? Meds.
I'm a Pogba fan, innit? So I think he's been unlucky of the manager that he's dealing with.
But he had 2 managers, or was it 3 at United?
Who did he have? He had Mourinho,
and
who's the other guy? Mourinho.
He never had Van Gaal, did he?
Nah. So he had Mourinho, and for someone like Pogba, he can't play under managers like that. I don't think so. Anyway,
but he did. Like, and there was the season before last, he finished top of all their stats. Like, but people just sweep that under the carpet.
I agree with you. I'm not saying he can't play for them. What I'm saying is, you see Pogba, you gotta let him loose. You know what I mean? You just gotta let him do what he does. And he's a guy, I think he loves playing football. I don't think he would ever turn up on the pitch and not want to play football. But if he feels like he's not getting the backing of the manager or the people around him, he's not going to perform. So when he's doing his stuff and he's active on social media, he's doing mad stuff or whatever, then he's judged on that. And like you said, he stats when he plays. He's at the top all the time. If he plays consistently, he'll be the best midfielder in the league.
I agree with Meds, because Pogba's job isn't easy. Like, in between getting his hair cut every 4 minutes. What's that, Daps? Oh, Daps is gone. Okay, Daps is gone. He'll be back in a minute. No, I think I can't say Pogba's a failure. He's done what's being asked of him. And he shows it at France. So in my opinion, he's not a failure. Scorch, we are talking about Golden Boys.
Which one?
So we've only done 3 so far. Gote, failure or success?
Who, Mario Götze?
Yeah.
He plays in fucking Holland. Let's be serious.
Okay, thank you. Failure. Isco, failure or success?
Hard to call a person with 3 Champions League a failure.
Okay, and we just done Paul Pogba, failure or success?
It depends who you're talking about for.
As a whole.
It's really difficult to I don't know, man. I struggle with Pogba, man.
Whoa, Nathan just said Paul Pogba is Ben Arfa with trophies. Wow, that is I believe that's a bit harsh, personally. I'm going to skip the next one. I want to go to 2015 winner Anthony Martial.
I think there's wait, hold on 1 second. I think we need to. It's not as straightforward as all players are successes and failures. You know what I'm saying? Because there's for instance, Gareth Bale at Tottenham right now. That's a failure. You can't compare that to Paul Pogba at United. It's not the same thing.
No, what he's saying is when they were young, coming through, they were the next big thing. Are they now have they potential?
Well, obviously not.
Yeah, so they're failures, isn't it? You haven't reached your. If Martial, when he first bust on the scene, and United, he was the guy coming up. You know what I mean? But now
he wasn't that. No. What we need to stop doing is we need to not let clubs, because of the size of the club that purchases the player. That shouldn't be what dictates how we view that player. Because let's be real, before Martial went to United, none of us were caring about Martial. We cared about him because he went to United. We didn't care about what was going on in Monaco. And they told you that he's got some mad thing in his buyout thing. That he's got not in his buyout. He's got a mad thing in his contract where if he fucking wins the Ballon d'Or or whatever, blah, 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 and we're taking all those things into consideration when in reality, I was scared before he went to Man U.
Do you guys think, had he stayed at Monaco, he would have been regarded a lot more higher than he is now?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That speaks for itself. 2018 winner, Matthias de Ligt.
Failure.
It's a bit soon. But I'd say, I don't know, to be honest. Because how can you judge it, though? He's won leagues that obviously Juventus will always win a league anyways, but it's like, if we was looking on the trophy side of things, he's won trophies. His performances haven't been awful. I don't know if I could really call him a failure.
Ain't he been in and out of the team, though?
Yeah.
He started off in and out. Then
No,
he had a little patch last season.
remember he was playing bare at one point, remember?
Yeah, he had a patch.
When Chiellini was injured.
Yeah,
But he wasn't playing well.
Yeah, he was playing by default.
Who did they play? Bonucci, Chiellini, and they got someone else, I think.
Yeah, he's come to replace one of them, and they've realised them old boys, you can't replace them that easily.
Do you know what he was the victim of, in my opinion? He was the victim of Bonucci not being the guy. Yeah, because when Chiellini got injured, it was just him and Bonucci. But remember, that's Bonucci off the back of that Milan season when everybody realised, bruh, you're good and all that, but you play next to Chiellini. And when he's not playing next to Chiellini, it's to me, it very much turned into a thing of, raw. It turned into a thing of, Bonucci, I'm going to look after myself because I can't really be out here looking after people right now because I look mad after that Milan season. And de Ligt wasn't, in my opinion, maybe he wasn't ready.
Okay.
But though, he's like, you could never call him a failure. He's like, he's got his whole career ahead of him.
Okay, cool. So that brings us the most recent two winners. I'll get there in a minute. Just going to throw another couple out there. 2010, Balotelli. Failure or success?
Failure. Definitely failure.
Definitely failure.
2009, Alexander Pato.
Who?
Pato.
Failure.
Failure.
And 2008, Anderson.
Who?
Oh, easy.
Anderson.
Which Anderson?
United.
He was Golden Boy.
2008.
United.
Hold on, one sec. I need a sip. I need a sip of yak because that's mad what you're telling me.
He won it for United in 2008. He won it while at United.
Was he the only midfielder around at that time?
Oh man, 1 minute. Okay, sorry. Cool. So that brings us nicely on to our next topic. Sorry,
I just spilled. See what you man just made me spill my beer.
Guys, there's the headline right there. Okay, there's been a lot of talk recently. I really didn't want to talk about it because it's such an obvious topic. Kylian versus Erling Braut.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Mbappe, he's clear.
Whoa, slow down, footballers. Calm down. Shit.
You said you were waiting for this one.
Football
I hate this committee.
Hey, he was ready, guns fully loaded.
Okay, since you're so ready, I'll let you go first. Kylian versus Mbappe. Let's go.
Mbappe is the only.
You gotta give us why. Like, shit.
Yeah, no, like Mbappe is the only generational player right now. When people try to throw other names like a Haaland, like these guys are ballers and they will become proper man. But there's only one generational player, and that's Mbappe. Mbappe's done it on the World Cup stage. The only teenager to bag in a World Cup final since Pele. Like, he does it for PSG. He's probably been PSG's most effective player, man. Big up Neymar, but he's been injured a lot in key moments. Mbappe is always there to get the goals and get the assists and be there. And he's doing all this, and he's just turned 22.
Okay.
220 plus goal. Like this guy's like levels.
I just say, he was the first teenager to score in World Cups in his career. You got to remember though, like the way the World Cup works every 4 years, you might just look full when you're a teenager. So we can't hold that against anybody else. Okay. So
I hear that.
bear that in mind. Yeah.
I hear that.
Meds, it looks like you're chomping at the bit to get involved in this one. I'd like your opinion, please. I do value it very highly.
Now, Haaland is sick.
Yeah.
As an overall player, I'm taking Mbappe because Mbappe can do more than Haaland as an overall player. You know what I mean? I'm not a Mbappe fan. I'm not a Haaland fan. Like, I rate both of them very highly. But Steve Haaland, he can't drop into midfield, pick the ball up, and say, "Yo, everyone, get on my back. We're gone." Whereas Mbappe, he might drop in, edge of the box, pick up the ball, and get things going. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that's what I would say. I would always put Mbappe ahead of him because I feel like he could play in any type of team. I don't know. Haaland is a bit. He's got to play in. He's got to be your out and out number 9, isn't it?
I respect that. However, if you look at Dortmund's recent results, they've been really bad, and it also coincided with Haaland's absence. So it shows he's a good player for Dortmund. And
he's a big player, but I think they were going through bad form anyway. I think even if he was playing, he might have scored here and there, but I don't think he would have changed their fortune massively. I don't think he would have saved the manager's job. I think if Mbappe was there, he would have saved the manager's job.
Scorcher.
Go on.
No, let Dapo talk. I want to hear if everybody in the world's gone mad today. Let me hear.
I'm going to go after Dapo then, yeah?
Haaland versus Mbappe.
Yeah.
I think Mbappe is. I mean, not Mbappe. I think Haaland is like unreal, but I don't think you can compare any youngster out there right now to what Mbappe is right now. And Mbappe is still going to have his moments where he dips in and out of form because he is. What do you call it? He is a player at the end of the day, so his form's going to go up and down. But he's one of those talents that only come around every 10 years.
Generational.
Yeah, a generational thing. Yeah, that's it. He's one of those ones, and like you don't get many people like him. And his limits right now, like the sky's his limit. I've not seen anyone be compared to R9. I don't think he's going to be better than R9, but I've not seen anyone compare him. I mean, compare any youngster coming up to R9 and be that close to him. For me, Mbappe's just unreal.
Okay, I respect it. You know what's crazy? But before I continue, there's a generation of children, kids growing up now that have no idea what R9 done. Probably if you're quite young yourself, you never got to see R9 in the flesh, not in real life on telly. You didn't, did you?
Yeah. Nah.
So
When his knee was done.
Exactly. So when people talk about him, you don't really understand what we saw. Do you?
Nah, I get it though. I do get it.
Yeah.
Like from the amount of people, in front of OGs that talk about him, I understand that R9's goated. Obviously, if he didn't have his injuries, there's talk that he'd be better than the actual Ronaldo right now or a Messi.
Well, the actual Ronaldo. He is the actual Ronaldo. Whoa.
I mean, one Ronaldo's fulfilled his potential. I can't really say the same about R9.
Okay, cool. So off a tangent there. My take on Mbappe. Sorry, you mentioned out your socials as your names on StreamYard. No. I'm kidding. Later on. My view on the Haaland versus Mbappe debate. Okay, if I was Sam Allardyce, manager of West Brom, trying to keep them up, who would I sign? Yeah, hypothetically speaking, of course. Would I sign Kylian Mbappe or would I sign Erling Braut Haaland? And for me, I'd only sign one of those two players, and that player will be Erling Braut Haaland. However, if I was the manager of Real Madrid and I could sign one of those two players, who would I sign? It would be Kylian Mbappe, because I know I can get him in there and he can speed up other players that are on his level. But if I need one standout player to drag a team forward, it will be Haaland. If I need one player to stand out amongst two players, it will be Mbappe. Those are my thoughts. Sporter.
I can't believe that the man them can't see. I can't believe the man them can't see. There's one little bit you lot are missing now.
Go on.
You know you lot's generational talent killing Mbappe. Do you know how many games he went for without scoring a goal in the Champions League?
Oh, man, no. You right
No.
here, innit?
No.
You right here.
You listen. Let
Man,
me speak. I'll let you man speak. You got
Go on.
6 games in the group stages. Then you got, was it round of 32? Or is it straight to round of 32, 16? Then you got your quarters, boom. He didn't score for 8 games.
Let me say one thing. He was injured.
Hold on.
Go on.
I know about the injury. I don't hold the final against Kylian Mbappe. No. That's okay. I know you should have been playing. I know you was injured. But you want to know the real reason why Haaland's the guy? You want to know why Haaland's the guy? Haaland's not from Austria. He goes to Austria, settles, busts it up. Haaland's not from Germany. He goes to Germany, settles, busts it up. You know the difference between Haaland and Mbappe? Haaland is a machine and playing like a machine now already. It's not some developed thing. He's going to develop. There's no development. He's a big man playing like a big man right now today. You know what I realized? When I saw him backing up and fucking pinning Boateng and treating man like shit, like dog shit, I realized this thing is different. You see Mbappe? I really like Mbappe, and I think he's definitely a generational talent. But you see what it is for me? When I see Haaland, yeah, I see a young man, furthermore, a young boy. I say young boy that's figured out his body, his game, his assets, what he likes to do, what he's good at, the areas that he excels in, and he's managed to put that all into a game already at this moment in time. I don't see Haaland drifting through games, and whenever there's the moment, whenever there's a big game, yeah, whenever there's a big game that everybody's watching for Dortmund, like the Classica, for instance, yeah, he turns up in those games. He doesn't leave any questions. There's no debate, no question. You know when I realize as well, this guy's team's different. Like you man said, yeah, Mbappe is definitely a generational talent. But you see Haaland, I think he might be a generational talent. I don't know, maybe. His goal tally tells you that. But the most important thing for me is the intangibles. But in the Classica, yeah, Haaland scored and he put a chance on the plate for West at the back end of the game, man. And West fluffed his lines from about 8 yards out. Bro, you know what Haaland done? Little boy Haaland. You know what he done? He fucking started shouting at his skipper, the German golden boy, Marco Reus. He started shouting at him like, bro, how could you do this in a time like this? Pattern up and take your next chance. Mbappe isn't that guy. You know what guy Mbappe is? Mbappe is the guy that says, I love Ney. Ney is the best player in the world. I hope to be on his level one day. And I'm not saying to you that this is a bad thing. I'm just saying, yeah. I feel like Haaland's got what he's got to offer the world figured out, and he's got it figured out very quickly. You know? I don't see Haaland going through 8 games without scoring goals in the Champions League. No. There's only one winner here for me.
Okay. That was a very passionate speech, Scorcher. I thought you were running for president for a moment there, the way you delivered that speech. So
I'm going for the Dortmund job.
It's available. I can make a phone call to Stanley Park right now and get
Stanley Park.
It's not Stockley Park, it's the Stanley Park. So if we go around the room, my vote, I might have been a bit cryptic, but my vote is for Mbappe. Ned, who's your vote for?
Mbappe.
Caps?
Mbappe.
Mbappe's got 3 votes. Footballist. You didn't hear that, but I read your lips, Mbappe.
Yeah, me, Mbappe.
And George Haaland. There we go. 4-1. Mbappe is better than Haaland. There we go, guys. That is the.
Can I ask you a little question? Yeah.
Go on.
Real Madrid signed Kylian Mbappe or Real Madrid sign Haaland, who do you think scores more goals in a season?
Say that again. You cut out.
If Real Madrid sign Kylian Mbappe or they sign Haaland, who do you think scores more goals in a season?
Haaland.
Haaland, yeah. I put it this way: Haaland's the better striker, Mbappe's the better player.
Oh no, see, I won't argue with that because I don't see Haaland as being some adaptable, do everything guy. But I hope Kylian Mbappe doesn't get lost in the sauce of being a nice footballer, because the reason why we rate Messi and Ronaldo ain't because of all the nice shit. It's the fucking numbers on board. Can't argue with them.
Okay, I like it. Nonetheless, the vote was 4-1. This guys was official FIFA UEFA voting. So Mbappe is better than Haaland now, just like that. Talking about great players, that brings us on to my next topic. I want to discuss, because there's a word that's always thrown about out there, and or a phrase, sorry, and I want to know how to define this phrase. So the topic next is, how do we define world class? So what are the tangibles and perhaps even intangibles that allow you to define a player as world class or not? And that one is to follow a counter attack.
This is a sticky one for me, because you know what? I think you have to be performing at an elite level over years consistently. Do you get what I'm saying? And doing it well for me personally. And there's other little things, but that's the main thing for me. That's why whenever you hear people saying this player's world class, that player's world class, I struggle to call a lot of players world class today. I don't really think there's that many world class players right now, because I don't feel like there's many players who have done it at such a high level over like years. I'm not talking about 1, 2. I'm talking about maybe like 3 years. There's players who you could just look at and just say this is a world class player, is 100%. But yeah, I think that the time thing and the performing at an elite level is one thing. Because also, very quickly, a lot of players we call world class today, in generations past, they will never be called world class. But that's just my thing. Anyway, yeah, that's it.
Med, how do we define world class? What tangibles and intangibles make a player world class? Stats. But we've only had stats for the last like 5 or 6 years.
What's that?
Like, we've only really had stats like the way they are now in the last 5 or 6 years. And when I say stats, I mean like before it was goals. If you weren't really counted, 3 years ago, you didn't even have the stat for goal involvement. A year ago, you didn't even have XG. So, like, these are things that are really unavailable now.
Yeah, when I say stats, I'm talking about like trophies. You know, if you're centre forward, goals scored. If you're midfielder, assists. You know what I mean? That kind of stats. Not really like too much detailed stats, but your numbers have to be up there with who you're competing with at the top in your position. Your numbers have to be up there. You can't be, I don't know, like let's say, I don't know, players that are just, you know, like Riyad Mahrez when he was at Leicester and he was flying and he looked sick. He looked like, to me, he still weren't world class because his stats, his numbers weren't matching the players around him in his position at that time. But he looked unbelievable. Like for me, he was unbelievable that season. He still is a great player, but I wouldn't put him at world class. But then you've got players like, you go back to like your Diego Forlans, and they're not nice. They're not nice in the eye, but goals. All they knew was goals. Their stats were up there consistently. So if your stats are up there consistently, that's how I would judge a world class player on the stats. And they got to be the best. That's how I judge world class players. Show me your stats.
Right. Cool. Footballers, what makes a player world class in your opinion?
Cool. So I'd say you have to be consistent. You have to be top 10, top 15 in your position. It can vary depending on position. And I'd say you have to be clutch as well. And the thing about stats is, I hear the stats argument, but I don't think it should be solely based on stats because there's one player I will always refer back to. I look at players like Eden Hazard. There's some stats which don't favour him a lot, but if you watch him and his performances, he will be the main player dragging a team out of on the mud and stuff like that. He'll be the main player making things happen, but he might not find that final pass to get the assist, or he might not find that goal. But I look at Eden Hazard and I say he's a world-class player. So I say stats obviously play a part because you look at someone like Bruno, you can't argue with his stats. So yeah, I say you have to be clutch, consistent, and top 10 in your position.
So Bruno,
Oh, sorry.
what's that?
Are we saying Bruno's world class? Sorry, I'll just be quick on.
I don't think he's world class here, but it's like you can't argue his numbers. It's hard. It's such a hard one.
Great numbers. Great numbers.
I don't think he's done it for long enough at the moment. If he carries on the way he is right now for the next 5-6 years, you've got to put him in the world class, 100%. Bro, his numbers are through the roof.
Yeah, like I look at Bruno play.
I don't know in it, but I don't think he can sustain the numbers he's doing right now for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years. Like, what he's doing is mad. His numbers are crazy right now. So I wouldn't put him in world class now. I'd have to see it over a number of years to say, yeah, world class.
But what about like he can have great numbers, but like when you're watching football and you're seeing his actual performances, like are we at the point where all we care about is goals and assists?
Yeah, because certain man can stat pad and shit like that. So it look good on them on their behalf, but it's like,
but what's
really.
Who, like, let's compare him to someone, because I'm saying if I had a Bruno and I had, I don't know, who's another tricky number 10 that looks good in the eye, that's amazing in the eye. If I had to pick as a manager, I have to go for the guy that's going to produce when it matters.
Okay, so
what class players do, they produce when it
so
matters.
if you had to pick, like Bruno has more goal and assists than, let's say, KDB. But if you had to pick between the two, who would you pick?
Bruno.
Would you? Okay, fair enough then. I thought you'd go KDB.
With Bruno, when the going gets tough, I don't know if anyone sees it. I don't think he's the guy. When the going gets tough for City and teams sit off, Bruno's not there to be found. Not Bruno, sorry, KDB. But Bruno, he's there. He's everywhere. He's all over the place. He's creating. He's making something happen consistently.
Okay.
George, I'd like your take on what makes a player world class.
For me, I pretty much agree with what everybody's saying, but for me, there's an X factor. The X factor for me is influence. Like I feel like world class players influence games and people around them, and sometimes it's like an intangible. It's like a thing that you can't even really explain. Like for me, Neymar on the run to PSG getting to the Champions League final, there was games like he didn't score and all that, but his influence on the team was so strong. He drove them forward. Like he was the difference of what took them from getting up in quarters all the time. Like it was his influence on the rest of the team. So for me, like you need, like it's a combination of all the things. Like you can have all the stats in the world, mate. If you can't do it when it matters, I don't really care. But I think for me as well, world-class players, yeah, they have a knack for producing their best when it matters.
Clutch.
You know, like there's so many players that we could think of that are flat track bullies, or like they excel. You know, like you might get centre backs that excel in a physical engagement, but when they've got someone that wants to drop off and run, like, you know what I'm saying, mix it up, or that wants to play football as opposed to want to have a fight with them, they struggle. So for me, it's players that are exceptional players, elite players, but that say their most elite performances for the most important games, and that have a positive influence and impact on players around them.
Okay, I love it. Many years ago, Robbie Savage said that he was world class because, calm down, Meds. I see your eyes about to burst out your head.
Robbie Savage is not better than Meds. No, I'm not joking. It's funny. It's bare funny, but I'm not joking. It's bare funny, but I'm not joking. If you're from the ends, furthermore, if you're even a football man, you should know that Buller's thing is crazy. And Robbie Savage, his dad must have did know someone. But yeah.
Thank you, Scorch. Robbie Savage said that he was world class because
he got relegated with Barbie. He makes me sick.
Because on his day, he was on the pitch against world class midfielders like Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard, Paul Scholes, and he held his own. So because he was able to play against those players, he believes that he was world class.
I've got this. This is very much like here. I'll tell you what this is like. This is like at MNF. We call it MNF. We go play football on Monday sometimes, yeah. Sometimes Reds comes, yeah.
All the time.
And sometimes, yeah, I shout at Med, say bad things. I tell him what to do. I tell him, nah, you need to make that run, this run. Stop doing that. Do this, all this stuff. But you know what, though? He's a million times better than me, smarter than me in every single way you can think of. And really, what it is I've really got no business being on the pitch at the same time as him. But because we are, I'm just going to cut through with it. And that's Robbie Savage, professionally.
I love it. I am going to read out a list of players, and I want your opinions on whether or not they're world class. First player is the king of the cop, Jordan Henderson.
No.
So who said so? Meds is saying no, Foot is saying no, Football is saying no, Daps is saying no. Of course, friend Rufus here. Big up Rufus. Now, day one subscriber says, question, is Jordan Henderson world class? Honestly, no joke. I might be convinced he is. His intangibles and influence on the team is mad, and he's got low P tech, excellent passer and dictator.
I think he's very good. World class? No, because I do think he's definitely improved over years, and he's getting his flowers and rightfully so. There's some part of his games which does go on the radar. I think he's an elite leader, and he works well in his current Liverpool system. But world class, like let's say chuck him in a Real Madrid, like will Real Madrid, for example, go chasing after him? PSG, will they go? No, I don't really feel like he's the top of the top, but I think he does the basics well, and he works well in the system. And he's a elite leader.
Wait, no, fuck this. No, fuck this. Man, no, fuck that. Fuck that shit. Man, asking man mad questions and that. Don't ask me if fucking Jordan Henderson's got tech. Shut up. Because he fucking side crosses it from the middle of the pitch. Go away, man.
I'm seeing
What are you on about? Listen. Jordan Henderson, yeah, I know. This is what it is. Footballers said it. Spot on. Jordan Henderson has mastered the basics. Because a man's completing passes, don't tell me he's dictating games. Yeah? Chill out with that shit. And then what you need to do is ask me if Fabinho's world class. Let's have that conversation. I want no stupid conversation like Jordan Henderson world class. Chill out. I don't want to see man crossing the ball in the centre circle and then you're asking me, is he world class? Stop doing that, bro. Stop doing that, bro.
Okay. Thank you. Next player I want to ask about is someone who is currently lighting up the Premier League, and his name is Jack Grealish. Is Jack Grealish world class?
He's not world class, man. Allow it, please. He's not world class.
He's wait. First of all, you need to be playing on the world stage.
A what?
You gotta play on the like. For me, you can't be world class in your ends. That doesn't make no sense. You're world class, but you only play in your ends. How? What?
Yeah, he's not world class. Thank you. He's not world class.
Okay.
Like we're saying, how cold is this assassin that ain't got no bodies? He's with the top aim.
On that same note, then, Another player I want to ask about is young Harry Kane.
Oh, well, yeah, obviously.
Well, that's the
But
thing.
we go back to that club factor.
Is that because you're an Arsenal fan?
Nah, this is. I don't even want to talk about it. This is a constant struggle, but I truly believe, like, no banter, he is very close. Like, I just think that there's been too many moments over the last couple of seasons where he hasn't shown up. Like, but I think he's a top striker. But in this day and age, it's like you're either world class or you're rubbish. But for me, he's just a top striker. And when I see him doing what he's doing now consistently on a world level, I'd call him world class. But he's very close. He's very close.
But
I used to wait.
We got to argue.
Wait. So I used to argue. The thing is, I used to argue, man, that called him world class. Whereas right now, I don't argue because I get it. I get it now. But I'm just not calling him world class yet. But I'm close. I'm close.
Okay, what more have you got to do, Dax?
I think what he's showing now, I think he has to deliver something, and he has to deliver what he's doing on the big stage. Because, like, when you look at over the last couple of years, some of the moments, the big game moments, which he hasn't shown up, there's a couple of them. Do you get what I'm saying? And I just need him to show up when it matters. Basically, I need him to show up when it matters. That's it.
While we're on Kane, let's compare him to his contemporaries. Okay. So in world football, the top strikers are obviously RL9, Mr. Lewandowski. Who else is up there? Because when it comes to out and out, okay, Haaland. So wait, hold on. Are we saying that Harry Kane is not as good as Haaland? Is that what we're saying? Because I'm sure you would all say Haaland is world class.
I wouldn't.
No?
I wouldn't. This is what I'm saying. No, this is what I'm saying. Like, when I say world class, it's not something I can easily just come out and say about, man. Do you get what I'm saying? I think they are top players, but the world class thing is a different level for me. I don't think Haaland is on, like, I wouldn't put him world class with the Agueros, the Suarez, and the Lewandowskis. I wouldn't put him there. I think he's a top talent, but I wouldn't put him there.
He's not been around for long enough to be done.
Around here, and name our top 5 strikers in the world. You've got your Lewandowskis, you've got your Lukaku, surprisingly, you've got your Suarez, maybe.
Yeah.
Who else is up there? Benzema,
Ronaldo.
Ain't world class anymore.
You don't think so? He's obviously fallen off, but he's hanging on to it.
So look, this
you know, he only Lewandowski got more goals than Ronaldo this year.
For me, Suarez is definitely not world class anymore. You can't not score.
He was world class.
Yo, this connection's gone nuts. Can you not hear me?
Yeah,
you're lagging.
Bro.
Yeah, man them. You know what? Here we go. You know what it was? Because man was talking madness about Kane, it got mad. But what I'm saying is, what do you want? You want goals in a World Cup? Oh no, you don't want that. You want goals in the Champions League?
Okay. Hear this.
You don't want that.
No, hear this.
Wait, hold on, wait. Let me just speak. Let me speak. You want goals? You want goals against top 4 teams in Prem? Oh no, you don't want that. What do you want? Oh, you want assists this year? Okay. I know what you want. What you want is you want veneer teeth, a nice haircut, and you want a nice Nike boot deal to tell you that he's world class. Bro, numbers don't lie, and he's playing the big competitions and doing it. I don't know what you want.
Okay, cool.
You want the clutch factor.
So you spoke about World Cup.
I know he doesn't look cool. I know he couldn't draw your gal, but
listen, I have no problem with you thinking he's world class. 100%. I have no problem. I have no problem with that. But if we look at the World Cup, yes, he got the goals and whatever. But in the big match against Croatia, when you really need your world class players to stand up, he wasn't there. See, he couldn't take it. He couldn't take the heat, bro. He couldn't take it. But that's what I'm saying. In those big games, He wasn't there. I saw a couple of seasons ago, semi-final, Tottenham got there. He weren't missing. The season where Tottenham were in with a shot to win the Premier League, come to Stamford Bridge, he weren't missing. Against Juventus in the Champions League, where they needed something, he did nothing. Higuain showed up, knocked them out of the tournament. Like, those are the moments you want to see your big players. Like, he can go and score 40 goals in the season, 100%. But if you're not doing it when it really matters, like, what's the point?
Nah, that's mad. That's mad. Because what about if he does it in the big moments and scores 5 goals a season? Does that make him world class then?
No, I'm saying I would much rather a player that does it in the biggest moments when it matters. But the thing is, okay, so if I say that he's not world class, if I say what he's not world class, does that mean that I'm saying he's not a good player?
No, it doesn't mean that. Of course not. Of course, but I'm saying I hear what you're saying.
I think he's a top striker. It's the same way that people don't chat about Immobile. Why don't people chat about Immobile?
Yeah.
And Immobile bangs goals. Why don't people chat about him?
Because he flopped at Dortmund.
No. The bottom line is, there comes a point where it becomes not just about goals, because we all know Immobile can score goals. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, Harry Kane is an extraordinary goal scorer. Am I going to say he's a world-class player? Not yet, but I'm not mad at people that think he's world-class. I'm not mad at it.
Doesn't Harry Kane walk into any team in the world?
Yeah.
He's top 5 in his position in the world.
All right, cool. But when you look at the talent that's out there right now, I just think that the pool of players we're looking at right now is significantly lower than years past, isn't it? I think years past, Harry Kane doesn't walk into many teams, like many top teams in the world. No, he walks to a lot, but the top teams, I don't think he does it in years past. I think that the pool we're looking at isn't, the quality ain't that great anymore. So Harry Kane is definitely looked at as, oh my gosh. But if you look at previous eras of football, I don't think Harry Kane would be any better than a lot of the strikers that were out there. We didn't even call Backstick world class.
Some of us
We didn't call Backstick world class. But then you want me to just come out with my mouth freely and say Harry Kane's world class?
Okay.
No.
Okay, cool. We'll let Scorch come back in. He's about to come back in now. And then we'll move on to our next topic. Where is he? There he is. So, Scorch, it's just been accepted that Harry Kane is not world class.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I don't really want to hear you, man, talking that trash about. Sorry.
Sticking on the subject of world class, a player who's definitely world class by anyone's standards this week, scored his 644th goal for a single club. That man's name is Lionel Messi. He celebrated in true Messi fashion by sending a beer, a numbered beer, to every goalkeeper he scored against. You guys hear about this?
But I'm not going to lie, I was a bit rattled though, yeah? Because I argue with my brethren all the time, yeah? And I say that Oblak's the best in the world and that, yeah? And I saw him posing with like a beer like this, was like happy and that. I weren't really on it. I was like, nah, because you see Manuel Neuer. Neuer's not, I didn't see a picture of Manuel Neuer doing that, because that's a dickhead thing. But they're like, look at, I'm so happy that Messi scored against me. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. That's not really what I want from my best GK. Like Kepa was there. I saw Kepa like this, and I understood why he was there.
Kepa had 2. Yeah. Mad.
Kepa was, you know that one? You know when you got him like that? You got him like this, it's all the different ones.
Even then, he's dropping them.
Yeah, he's a mess.
Bro.
Is Messi past it? Is the question I want to know. He scored these goals.
Yeah.
A quick few stats here. If you made your professional debut at the age of 16, scored 30 goals a season every season, and retired at 36, you wouldn't have as many goals as Messi has for Barcelona.
You see, for me, yeah, Messi and Ronaldo, they're not in that world class category. They're in the next category by themselves.
Yeah, it's a different end.
yeah, their thing is they're in a different. Them two are their category. It's not world class. It's the one above that, and it's a big one. It's a big gap. It's like world class is here, they're like up here, and you can't.
Where's Neymar in that?
No, Neymar's world class. That's about it.
It's
Neymar at the table with Ronaldo and Messi.
People need to stop this, man.
Wait, hold on. You're not answering the question, Jess. Don't go all quiet. Yeah, exactly. You know why? Because when you watch this tomorrow, you're gonna say, "Oh yeah, I had a drink. I wasn't thinking." That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen in it, school. He's gonna do that.
Yeah.
I had a drink. I wasn't thinking straight.
He's gonna message me at about 4 a.m. when he wakes up to give the little one a bottle and clock. Yeah, you know what? Now I've sobered up. Yeah.
There's no space on the table. It's just 2 seats. That's it. It's a 2
Okay,
man.
do you know what it is? It's just a 2-man thing.
Like an interview. You know them tables where it said interviews, just you and me. We're just
Yeah.
in front of the camera. That's it.
It's a booth.
Yeah. It's mad tight.
You know what it is as well, the problem, yeah? Like, they fall off a bit and they fall into world class.
Not even. What I'm saying is this, yeah. Ronaldo for me is boring. He scores the goals, but I'm not here for that. I'm not here for the numbers. I don't care for numbers.
You like showman then?
Ronaldinho, that's my guy. Neymar, that's my guy.
What, Robinho on them, man?
Adel Tarat, that's my guy. Yeah. Just vibes. I don't care for other stuff.
I hear that. If you was managing a team, your team would be fun. It'd be like a circus act.
My team
will
be Marco Bielsa on steroids. Just pure vibes.
Just enjoying life.
Counter-attacking all the time. Playing counter-attack football against a team that plays a low blocks that doesn't even attack.
Like, serious question, yeah. Daps, yeah. If you was to manage a team, all jokes aside, is that the kind of football you want to play? Low block counter attack.
Who, me?
Yeah, I'm asking. Is it a cool name or is it more than that? Does the name Counter Attack Podcast, does that represent your philosophy on how the game should be played?
Oh no. I don't want to play counter-attacking football because any team that I'm in dominates the ball and dominates possession. You know what I mean? But I couldn't think of a name, so counter-attack just stuck. Do you get what I'm saying? But if I was to manage a team, we are dominating that ball. None of this 34% possession over the course of a game. None of that. We dominate possession.
See me?
So you happily lose 1-0 and dominate possession.
You know what though?
And have 0 goals.
That leads football.
See me? If I'm managing a team, yeah, we'll average over the course of a 38-game season, we'd average about 36% possession. I'm playing the lowest blocky team in your life, yeah. My centre back and my goalkeeper can shake hands. That's how low we're playing. Yeah, I'm playing 4 centre mid. I'm playing right centre mid, left centre mid. Compact. Counter attack. Up front, yeah. Playing 2. This is Sunday League football, by the way, not football. Up front, I'm playing 2 young, fast black boys. A 17-year-old and a 21-year-old. Just quick.
That's nasty. That's horrible.
That's how I'm playing football.
All right, random question. Where are we with Camavinga?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I think he's exciting, man. Dan from Armchair Gaffers, our pod. Obviously, you know because you're here. But he's a massive fan of Camavinga. He had him as a one to watch previously. I think he's exciting, man.
He's so complete.
Oh, quick question, guys. Are Zidane, R9, Ronaldinho on the same level as Messi and Ronaldo?
Higher.
Oh, they're the level
That's a
above.
bonkers question. That's a mad question. Oh, you see that? I hear that, but I like. You see that cars, superbikes, and aeroplanes.
different category altogether.
They
No,
all
you know
got
what?
engines and they all travel like.
I put Zidane, R9, Ronaldinho above CR7. But it's all kind of the same level, that mad level, but the greatest. But Zidane, R9, Ronaldinho go above CR7 for me.
See, for me, Ronaldo doesn't excite me. Like I said before, like he's scoring all these goals. Yeah, it's great, but
Nah, but the thing is,
Nah,
I genuinely love
okay,
off.
hold on. Hold on. We're speaking because what we're doing over here, yeah. You know what's not fair to Ronaldo because he scored so many goals. You kind of can forget and get lost. Remember, I'm gonna just give man a season to remember. I'll never ever forget this fucking season.
United,
Like, the
42
season
goals.
that. Nah, not that. The season. When they won the Champions League with Ancelotti and they had the orange kit. Brother, that season he was scoring. It wasn't how many goals he was scoring. They were clutch goals and the type of goals. There was a goal. Do me a favor, big dog. Can you just hold that there for me? I want to show them. There was a corner they needed to score. Yeah, it was at the back end of the game where like 80 minutes plus the crosses come in. Yeah, you know what the footballer done? This is what he done on my mum's life. He done this. that was karate kick volley goal. They won the game. 3 points. Talk to me. You can't, like, brother. What? And we know he's not that guy, but you see, because the moment needed it, his greatness brought it out of him. Different guy. Bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Do you know what? I'm with you. It's just that I don't like the CR7 slander. Like Messi will always be the better player, but for me, CR7 will go down as the greater player. For me.
okay.
And you know the other thing, no one likes to say it. But Messi's a bitch.
No, that's true.
Messi's a bitch. And you know the other thing, there's this fucking narrative in football that fucking Ronaldo's this pagan, self-obsessed, which he is, but Ronaldo's this horrible guy, piece of shit guy, blah blah blah. Brother, Ronaldo's the leader of men, you know. Brother, man forget when Portugal did win the penalty shoot at what he did tell João Matinho. You see Messi, you know what Messi does in their moments.
Okay.
My man, he's a real skipper, real leader.
You know why I rate Ronaldo as well? He was like, it's mad, yeah. He's like man-made. Ronaldo, he was born with a talent, but he took himself to the next level. Like, I think you can build a Ronaldo if that makes sense. You can't build a Messi. If that makes any sense. Messi's thing is pure, like, talent. Something that you're just born with. Ronaldo's thing, he was born with a different flip. So you see the way he's adapted his football because he knew to get to the top, I need to work. I need to be doing certain things that I don't have. Whereas Messi, he's always been what he is, if that makes sense. Obviously, he's an unbelievable player, but Ronaldo, that's why I rate Ronaldo, because he's changed the way he is to compete with the elite. Because he knew, for me to get to the top, I need to be quicker, I need to be stronger, I need to jump, I need to be able to do things to match this guy's natural talent.
No.
And you see what as well? There's stuff that man missed, like the route and the journey and the path that man took. Like, you got to understand, this is a little boy from like Madeira or somewhere. He's had to learn English. He's had to learn Spanish. He had to go and adapt. Brother, you go to fucking Manchester, coming from there, and fucking learn English. And fucking you're playing with what's that guy's name that went? What's the one that did sell O'Shea and them man there? Brother, come on, man.
Darren Fletcher.
You gotta build up your team with. You're building up your team with O'Shea and them, and Messi's building up his team with like Rafa Marquez. It's a different team, bro.
Okay. So, guys, last topic of the evening before we wrap it up. People were talking about which leagues are the best in the world. So, of the European top 5 leagues, that's the Premier League, the German Bundesliga, Italian Serie A, Spanish La Liga, and I think the French league. Which of those is the best league in the world? Starting with Mr. Counterattack,
Um,
and why?
I've not really been I've not really been impressed with a lot of like the quality of a lot of the league. I think the Spanish one will always pick out in terms of like the quality of football for me, but even that I think it's dipped. So I'm literally just gonna go for the Premier League only because of the excitement factor, not because of the quality, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go for the Prem because of excitement, but ordinarily I wouldn't put the Prem there. I'm just not really happy with the quality that I'm seeing this year from the other leagues.
Okay. Best league in the
Can I
world.
go?
Yeah,
Can I
no.
go, Jess?
Actually, no, go on, coach.
I got a bit of a hot take, you know. Do you know, for me right now, the Italian league, I'm kind of feeling it.
Yeah.
A lot of exciting teams, exciting players, and when I look at Serie A, I feel like, raw. Am I looking at old school Serie A? It's kind of exciting, bro. I can't lie.
Okay.
It's definitely not Spain, though. It's not Spain. It's not Cadiz and them, man. It's definitely not Cadiz and Villarreal. It's definitely not them, man.
Well, you shouldn't say that, coach. The Italian league haven't had a winner in the Champions League for over 10 years. Yeah. The last winner was Inter back in 2019. No, nothing.
It's a new. You know what I think it is? You know what I think it is, Jess? I think it's a case of like that's what I'm saying. I think it's a case of like that's what I'm saying. Like with all of the COVID and the football is a crazy place right now. I think it's more a case of the other leagues maybe being meaty and Italy not having as much of a fall off, which is bizarre considering how COVID wrecked Italy this year. But yeah.
Okay, cool.
Mm.
So that said England. No, that said Serie A. No, Spain. England. Coach is saying Italy. Footballist, what are you saying?
No, to follow up from what Daps was saying, like I just feel football in general has taken a big plummet. So I look at all the top 5 leagues and I'm thinking, like I think it was about a week ago, all the leaders at the top of the table were all in the Europa League draw. So I look at it and I feel like everything's in a state right now. But I would say I'll probably have to edge for the Bundesliga because I look at the dominance that Bayern Munich are doing right now and I feel like if I had to value at anything, the best team in the world currently is in the Bundesliga. They've got some exciting teams coming through. I even look at Serie A falling back down to scorers, but I'm thinking, yeah, but you look at their most dominant side, Juventus, they're 6th right now. Like I just feel like everything's all in a state right now, but I would probably opt for the Bundesliga. But following up for one of the comments, I do think the Championship is actually the most underrated league. There are a lot of ballers in there, and people do sleep on them.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I'd probably say Bundesliga still.
Bundesliga, I like that. So we got Spanish, Italian, German. Next. Med, yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Premier League only because of the variation of like teams that we have in the Premier League. We've got all different types of ways that teams play. I feel like some of the other leagues, I don't want all the other leagues consistently. I feel like they kind of have a similar vibe, the way the teams play. There's not many two variations. I think in the Premier League, we've got physical teams, we've got fast teams, we've got teams that can play, teams that just, you know what I mean? Everyone's got different ways of playing. There's not like in England, we don't have a style of football. I think in Spain, there's a style of football the whole country plays. every team kind of plays similar. Italy's like, yeah, they got good teams, good players, but I still feel it's that slow tempo kind of thing overall. Whereas the Premier League, everyone's doing what they want and what they believe is right consistently as well. So not maybe not the quality, but the variation that we have in the Premier League makes it the best for me.
I like that. Very good point. So we've got literally one vote for each league.
Except League One.
Oh no, I vote for Ligue 1.
Oh,
Obviously,
did you?
Danilo Pereira. That's my guy. Best deep line false four. He plays the false four position very, very well. No, I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Cool. Well,
A man called a man a false four. You're violating.
guys, that's it. That's our hour and a half. We've gone for a lot of topics here. Thank you guys for joining. Shout out Meds.
Hey, listen. Sorry as well. Jess, do you know if we can edit the description for this?
Yeah, should be able to.
What is it? Anyway, we can edit. Make sure if we can, we want to pick up Meds, Dapo, and Footballists. They're all separate, different platforms and podcasts and get everything out there. Dope people. Definitely worth following across all platforms.
You still there, Scorch? Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, once again, thank you to Meds, the best non-professional / semi-professional / backstick isolator in England, probably in the UK. Full stop. What's your Instagram? Where can I find you, Meds?
On Instagram, ABS1506.
ABS1506. That's
yep. Podcast is Detailed on Mic.
You got a podcast?
Yeah, I'm doing a podcast with one of my boys. Yeah, we're doing. It's been a few months now. It's been a few months.
Why am I hearing about this now?
Now you know about it, innit? Yeah, it's called Detailed on Mic. So Detailed ONMIC. Detailed on Mic.
Is that how you spell it?
Yeah, literally Detailed DETAILED ONMIC. Detailed on Mic. Yeah.
On Mic. Thank you very much. And we also have Mr. Daps. Thank you for coming to your Daps. Let everyone know where they can find your podcast.
Counter Attack Podcast. YouTube, Spotify, everywhere. And Dapo CEO is my my app. No. Spelling. Counter Attack Pod is the Instagram. Okay, there we go. Yeah, do that one. So that's my Instagram, my Twitter, everything. Dapo CEO, and my podcast, Counter Attack Podcast, will be in my bio and everything, or just YouTube Counter Attack Podcast. We're there.
Lovely. And lastly, but not leastly, the Footballist.
Yeah, at the Footballist FC on Instagram, the 1-2 podcast on Spotify. Hopefully, we'll be branching out to YouTube and Apple Podcasts very soon. But yeah, the Footballist FC on Instagram.
And I'm Jess from Armchair Gaffers. Just to keep you posted, we are back on Saturday at 5 p.m. for another live. This time we'll be doing a watch along with Arsenal hosting Chelsea at the Emirates. There's due to be goals galore. Not from Arsenal though.
Yeah, man.
But either way, it should be fun. Thank all you guys for joining in. Thank you for your comments, and we will see you all again on Saturday.
In a bit.
Nice one, boy.
Thank you.